I'm Rita.
And I'm Abby.
I'm Tasha.
And we are
Saved by Grace.
And we're going to be talking about the Sabbath and why it is very important to keep it.
What is a Sabbath? Well, a Sabbath is a day of religious observance and abstinence from work. Some call it a parking time, but imagine having a day every week to avoid work, to-do list, and household chores without any guilt. A day to spend with your family and friends or out in nature or doing something nice for someone else. Sounds like a luxury? It's not. In fact, God designed a weekly holiday and built it into our very nature at creation. The Sabbath is really to remind us that our focus is God, is to put our focus on God and to get away from the heavy burdens of this world and just put our focus on God because He's the center of all. He's the center of the Sabbath. He's the center of everything, and it helps us to remember. It helps us to honor this day and keep it on.
Exactly. And one of the things you can do on the Sabbath is you can feed the homeless, you can help people out on the Sabbath and not make it so much about yourself, but make it also about others as well. So there's many things you can do on the Sabbath.
Yeah. Read your Bible.
Read your Bible, obviously.
Have Bible studies.
Yeah.
Bible studies, you can watch Christian movies,
Play Christian games.
Yeah, Christian games. Sabbath doesn't have to be something that's boring. It can be a fun time, a holiday. It is a holiday, pretty much. Every Saturday you have a holiday for life.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Sabbath at creation. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it He rested from all the work of creating that He had done. Genesis chapter 2 verse 3.
Yeah, like the Sabbath, as you said, God blessed it, He made it holy, and it's a day that, the fact that God doesn't get tired, but He decided to rest on this day is to show His love for us as mankind, It's to show us that He loves us very dearly, He cares for us very powerfully, and His love is incomprehensible, so,
yeah, Sabbath, some people think, oh, Sabbath is for the Jews, but Sabbath was created way before the Jews were created, way before there was any nationality. They were just human beings. And, the two things that were created at creation were Sabbath and marriage. And those two things a lot of people don't, think is important, and there's a lot of divorces and there's a lot of people going to church on Sunday, and granted there are some people that don't know about how important Sabbath and marriage is, but we should keep it holy every single week. On the right day, on the seventh day.
Yeah.
True. The fourth commandment. Remember the Sabbath by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath to your Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, nor your male or female servant, nor your animals, nor any foreigner residing in your towns. For in 6 days the Lord has made the heavens, the earth, and the sea, and all that is in them. But He rested on the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. So the Sabbath is part of the 10 Commandments, and it does say 6 days you shall labor and do your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath to the Lord your God. And that is the only commandment that says remember. And a lot of people are forgetting it. And a lot of people, either they don't know or they just ignore God's law. And, if you say, oh, we don't need to keep the Sabbath, then it's okay to steal, kill, commit adultery. You wouldn't tell people to do that. But of course, the Sabbath,
Yeah, as James said, you have to keep all the law. If you forget to keep one of it, you are gonna be accountable for breaking them all. So it's very important. Sabbath too is important. It's all these laws are connected and they are laws of love. So it's to always remember that and to always know that, the Lord is the Lord of the Sabbath, and He created this day and it's very significant, it's very important.
Jesus and the Sabbath. Jesus said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." John 14:15. And in Exodus 20 verse 6, this is where the Ten Commandments are. This is written in the Ten Commandments. And it says, "But showing love to thousands of generations of those who love me and keep my commandments." The Sabbath was supposed to be kept from the Old Testament and New Testament and forever. The Sabbath is very important. The Ten Commandments are very important. God wrote them with his own finger on 2 tablets of stone. There is nowhere in the Bible where it says that the Sabbath was changed to Sunday. So if you do your research, you'll find out why a lot of Christians nowadays do worship on Sunday. And, it's not right. Sabbath is the seventh day, as we went through the verses. There's nowhere in the Bible where it says, oh, if God changed the Sabbath to Saturday or to Sunday, he would have made it very clear that the Sabbath was to be changed to Sunday. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that. So I hope that this information has helped you, and also go to sabbathtruth.com. It has a lot of information. There's also a documentary on there about the Sabbath. So thank you so much for listening, and may God bless you.